That's my son.
Oh, hey! It's just a fat kid. Here's be skinny, fatty.
What?
36.
What?
36?
36. You can remember that?
Why?
Because that's our fucking number. It's 36.
36, I remember.
All right.
36.
What, you don't like 36?
Why? What is 36 based off of?
Everything.
None of your business. Actually, 42.
42 is the answer to everything.
42 is the
okay.
answer to everything.
Oh,
Yes.
cool.
I think we should hold off until 42. But go on.
Could go on. Oh, I don't want to hold on.
Nope.
All right.
Go on.
All right, guys. Welcome to the Unwanted. Now it's the Unwanted Bearded Discussions. I know, it's like, you don't like us, you know, it's like, hey.
We didn't talk about video games at all.
No. But, you know.
And it's the first time we drunk beer since we started the podcast.
Yeah, the day we changed the name from Bearded and Games, we actually drink beers.
And we're actually talking about video games today.
Yeah.
Psych.
So, it's after the holidays.
There's conspiracies in video games, we don't know.
It's a conspiracy that you're drinking the beer right now.
True.
Oh.
Ooh.
I feel like you drink more liquor than beer. If you drink.
I'm half and half.
I'm like the.
Now you're half and half, where you got your liquor, you pour it in half of the cup, and you finish off with the beer in the other half.
Oh my god.
Like that's half and half.
If you want to put it that way, yeah.
I guess I drink everything.
I guess I drink.
Oh. I like that flavor.
I guess I'm an alcoholic at that
That
point.
shit.
What is
It
going
takes
on?
me a second.
We're not going to show you what's happening right now.
It's fucking
We're not showing you.
Check this shit out.
It is a dank meme for sure.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I was like, why?
Yeah,
His
I just
mustache?
saw that before we came over here.
Okay.
That's so bad.
Dude, that's
Oh,
fucking
man.
great.
Memes.
Is it wrong that I actually want ice cream now?
We're getting ice cream after this?
in my
I don't want
freezer.
ice cream.
I have like 30. What do you mean?
30 what?
30 what?
Ice cream.
30 tubs of ice cream?
Yes.
Holy shit! Christ.
Yes. Sam's
You saw? How do you have more ice cream than alcohol?
Because you can actually make alcoholic ice cream.
Good.
Yeah.
With
That's
your
a lot of
floats.
time. That's a lot of time.
No, it's not. Just put the ice cream in there, put the alcohol in there, you're set.
Yeah, you mix it. Don't be a bitch.
Yeah. Stop being so lazy.
Jeez.
My
Hey, you know
God.
what's good? Rum cake?
I've never had
That
it.
shit's
Oh my
delicious.
god, it
Yeah.
will fucking,
Rum cake is so
it will
good.
murder
The
you.
thing that you
It's
have,
so
the thing that you have to do with
good.
rum cake is you cook it with the rum in it, but then after you cook it, because you know when you cook it, the rum goes away.
Then you put more rum.
Then you put more rum
Put
in it.
rum in it, yeah.
Yeah.
It would actually probably kill Kyle.
Probably would.
Because of the sugar on top of everything.
Oh,
my
yeah, you
God.
probably would've
Your
done
body would go to a.
You
You would hate your life.
All right. So who's starting this one?
Well,
How was everyone's holiday?
yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
told you how it was
I
going
was
to
putting
end.
beer right in front of
Oh.
the camera.
All right, so
You're a starter. You're the host. Whatever.
we'll go down.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I forgot to fucking introduce us. Wow, I'm fucking slacking
look
today.
at
You're
you.
slacking.
All right,
Okay.
take two.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Unwanted Bearded Discussions. I'm Slasher. To the right of me, I have MechMan172,
What's up, guys?
and down the line, we got Built to Fall. How you doing today?
Doing great.
And then it all Fancy Briefs.
Doing good.
Why the fuck did I get an intro like that?
Yeah.
Come on!
It's McMahon! It's McMahon!
Headphone
Backman.
warning for anyone who has headphones on. We apologize.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they just blew out.
Yeah.
All right, so we kind of have an unscripted script. We'll
Well, we don't need to intro that. Pretty sure they figured that shit
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go down the line to tell you how our holidays were. We haven't been on for a little bit, so that way you can catch up with us. Well, it's fall. How was your holidays?
It was great. Spent time with family.
Ooh.
So, spent time with the girlfriend and her family. So it was a great time. Yeah, it was a...
Get drunk? Get anything fantastic for Christmas?
I got drunk actually before New Year's. Went to some bars and got destroyed. Blacked out drunk in my Uber.
destroyed.
Destroyed. I would say it was all fun. It was me and my friend. He was in the military. I haven't seen him in a year and a half. So we had to throw down. So we're chilling at some bars, bar hopping, bar crawling.
Is that the Marine?
No, this is the Army.
Okay.
Got to be Special Forces.
All right, so you can still drink, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, he's getting in as much as he can before he joins that. So, chilling out, at bar crawling, and then all of a sudden I'm blacked out. I'm blacking in and out. All of a sudden, this weird guy that we've been hanging out at the bar with is like, hey, come into this dark alley with me, just you.
Oh, we about to get it on.
Luckily, my drunk son was like, nah, I need my friend. I ain't going nowhere about him. He goes, no, don't worry about him. Like, nah, I'm worried about you. Where's he at? So it ended with him like leaving, thank God, because I don't know what he was trying to do with me in that dark alley. But I'm not getting raped today.
No buts.
And then
Or doing raping, by the way.
I didn't say that.
No!
And after that,
There might be my stuff.
I'm hungover the next day. Had to drive an hour to see my girl. I am driving, throwing up like every 15, 20 minutes.
Not in your car, though, right?
Not in my car.
All right.
I'm down on the highway, pulling over to the side of the road, throwing up, getting back in my car, and driving.
I've had those. Those
It
are great
was,
nights.
and then spent 3 hours of sleep at her house. Wasn't happy about that.
Only 3 hours?
Yeah, because she was pissed off at me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Travel away.
Fuck out.
So she let me sleep. She was pissed off. So, I got her some flowers and stuff and apologized. Yeah. So she thought I died, but no big deal. So I went out by myself. I drove out to like Wawa by myself. Now apparently I was gone for way too long for this Wawa run, and she's about to go out and look for me. But other than
At least
that,
she cares.
yeah,
I mean, she's like, oh, fuck him.
she was mad at me. Then I went to the club on New Year's. It did not get destroyed. 'Cause I was still recovering.
Yeah.
Can't bounce back like I
Sounds
used
about
to.
right. Yeah.
So I know you said bar crawl. What's your definition? How many bars do you have to go to make it a bar crawl?
I feel if like you're literally blacking out between bars, you're on a bar crawl.
Now, would you consider 3 a bar crawl?
I had 3.
Okay.
I blacked out my third one.
Okay.
I consider so the first bar was 7 beers. Next bar was like 2 beers, shot of Patron. By that, I'm crawling. I think the crawl is dependent about how much you drink.
Okay, all right.
I feel that's how what a bar crawl is. Bar hopping was like going from one bar. You had
They'd be like 15, right?
What?
Like a really good bar hop would be like 10 to 15.
Bar hopping, yeah.
Yeah,
Bar hopping
shot
is like
hours.
bar hopping is more like
Go to bar to bar.
bar. I feel a crawl being how much you drink.
Okay, all right. So that was your little 2 weeks. Fancy. How's your 2 weeks been?
It was pretty good. I just been streaming.
All right, cool.
What?
Slasher, how was your?
Come on. You've had a lot in those streams. You got a lot of followers.
Oh yeah. I mean, I had I believe it's like 148 since December 27th, which is really good. Realistically, like I think it was like close to 400 views in like 4 days or 5 days, whatever it is. And then I went to my parents' house on both Christmas and New Year's. Christmas, I was drinking screwdrivers and playing the original Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, you said they got that
They got the Sega,
classic system, right?
yeah, the Sega Genesis. Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah.
classic one. Is that
Yeah.
nice?
So they got like a dumbed down version. Basically, what that means is it's not like they have like 51 to 81 games. It's not the big one, like the real good one.
Yeah.
But it's still for like kids. It's pretty cool. And I was playing that.
It's got their best sellers. That's
Yeah,
what, it's
pretty
not
much.
it's not the
Like,
top hits.
Yeah, you got Sonic on there.
Yeah.
You got Mortal Kombat. You got some weird thing where I was a Viking and I was hitting people in the face with axes.
Okay.
So I did that, and then I went over to my parents for New Year's Day, and just hung out. Really, didn't do anything too crazy.
AKA Fancy is now a 24/7 streamer. You can watch him sleep at any part of the
That
day.
had nothing to do with the holidays. But I definitely was asleep on stream for like 5 hours.
I need to start doing it.
Yeah, he gets me.
I had somebody host me.
There are actually streamers that all they do is sleep for their stream, and people watch that and donate money to it.
So weird.
Like that. Don't want to name what country. I think it's Japan.
Probably.
Japan's a really big.
Japan. All the girl does is eat, and people give her money.
Eat more, bitch.
Yeah, here you
No,
go.
you watch her cook it. Like, she really doesn't, like, talk to her stream that much. You watch her cook it, she'll eat, and that's it.
Yeah. I can do that.
No, well, you can. It just won't work.
Watch me drink this beer. Now give me more money to get more beer. Like, I can do that.
I will stay
$5
drunk
to grab
all
another beer,
day,
buddy.
every day.
I'll grab another one.
I'm saying it, so.
You donate $5 to drink more beer.
There was a big streamer from Ireland, and he had drunk streams, and and it was so expensive. The way he had it set up, I guess he was just big enough, whatever. It was like $10 for a beer. Like, he would not drink a beer until you gave him $10. Shots were $20. One day, being the drinker that I am, I was like, you know what? I was like, I can't donate $20. I was like, no, I'm gonna really fuck this dude super hard. So what I did was I spent $150 when I was younger and didn't have a lot of bills.
2 days ago.
That's not true. It was more than that. And I backlogged him like 6 shots and like probably 5 beers. And he's like, oh no, I'm feeling it. And his whole stream went on the defense. They're like, this motherfucker paid for this. You're done. And I think he actually passed out on stream.
Good for him. Good for him.
It was not worth the money.
No, hell no.
But it was funny.
Yeah.
You had a couple laughs.
Oh, I bought everybody besides Mecca.
Sounds about right.
And I will probably get you one eventually.
Nah, you don't have to.
I probably will anyway. Because you have a great one and it
I
pisses
need
me
one
off.
more very rare.
I need you to stop putting the capital M in the middle of the mech, man, because that doesn't sound right at all.
That looks cool.
It does look cool, but it's
'Cause
not
I
right.
have capital B. Yeah, well, that is right, though.
Yeah, yours.
Well, I'll fix it next time. You want me to fix it right now?
Yeah,
Yes.
so I bought everybody that I play with the White Ox in.
Don't fix it. I don't care.
Hierarchy doesn't care.
That was the thing.
It's pretty sweet.
Bought about 4 now.
Alright, cool.
Not
Mac,
happy about
how
it.
was your holidays?
Oh, yeah, my bad.
No,
I'm
dude.
boring as fuck.
You know that
Yeah, I mean, I really didn't get
Wrap It Up music they play for the Oscars? That's what we just did to you.
I don't even know what music that is.
Go on.
Yeah.
I'll get it on my phone later. That's going to be when we can start talking about conspiracies. So, yeah, I can't really walk still. I've been able to actually do shit like the last couple of days.
Like masturbate.
Oh no, I've been doing that like a hardcore.
That's how I get my workouts in and can't leave
I gotta get my arms working out doing other things than just playing video games.
I got these 22-inch pythons.
He's got the new attachment where he's got the flashlight attached to his controller.
And
Oh my god. Ew. What the fuck?
They don't make those?
Oh my god. There is
some
a
weird
company that actually made video game like sex machines.
Yeah.
Wait, is it actually attached to your controller, though?
It's attached to your controller.
Yeah.
Like while you're playing and you save the girl, you get to have sex with her, and then you.
No, I was just thinking about like the Call of Duty player who's like wants to rub one out between games. Every time you shoot, it just goes.
I killed another Nazi. Ah! No, all right. So on December 25th for Christmas, really didn't get to do too much. Streamed, gained about 18 followers that day. Which was nice.
He's doing pretty good.
I'm actually very impressed with myself. But it's also like I stream a lot.
I do
So.
too.
But,
I'm falling behind.
yeah, you pretty much make up for like what I do during the day at nighttime.
Yeah.
So
I don't even. I mean, besides falling asleep. Anyway, continue.
I need to start doing that.
Don't.
For
It's
New
not
Year's,
good.
I got a bottle of scotch and like I spent some time drinking champagne with my parents for like
Ooh.
5 minutes.
Champagne.
Yeah, that's their thing. I don't know.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Like good champagne?
It's like good champagne.
The hangover's the same.
No, it is, but it was like delicious.
Uh,
But yeah, got to do that. I haven't really been able to. I wanted to go out. I tried to see if I can actually go out that night. Couldn't do it. Couldn't walk. I had like overdosed pretty much on oxy.
What if I get you that freaking
Well, I'm doing
wheelie
better
things?
now though.
Well, what if you get some wheelie things? You know, like the Eggway, the
do you want him to
Segway?
die?
Segway. Yes.
Oh, a Segway? Fuck
Yeah.
no.
Do you want him to die?
Like originally, I
I
was
used to
thinking
be like,
about.
I'm coming! We'll start GoFundMe for you to get you a Segway.
I mean, I'm sure it'll work. No, there's like I know.
I'm sure it will. My friend can't walk.
I know at the warehouse we sell those scooter things. I was actually thinking about picking one of those up a while back, where you put your one leg, the one that's fucked up, on the scoot, like on the seat, and then you just push
We
yourself.
have that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're really expensive.
Have I ever picked one?
Probably.
Oh, well then.
They're really
I
fucking
mean, I
heavy,
think
too.
they were from in the Walmart section. That's where you were getting them a lot. Okay.
Walmart sells them.
Yeah.
Oh.
But New Year's was a lot of streaming, a failed attempt at drinking out in public with other people, but I tried. I mean, I gotta say I tried. Other than that, I'm good. Yeah, that's it.
Slasher.
I got over 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
Watcher, viewers, sorry.
Yeah, I'm almost at
Slasher your holidays.
Yeah, so.
I did the whole family thing. You know, I didn't go up to see my family, so I did a small little family thing at home. Got my son some Nintendo games. He loves them. He's been playing the crap out of Smash Bros. And Mario Party. Actually took him to a light show. The one up in
Yeah, I got you.
where the state fair is. And you know, I was actually impressed because if it had snow, it would have been better. But they went with the music. They had AC/DC, Metallica. It was a hybrid. It was actually pretty freaking cool.
Okay.
They had a couple rock ones in there that they crossed it. They had Pink Floyd mixed with I forgot who it was. Fucking Small Town Girl.
Journey.
Yeah. I couldn't think of the name! Don't tell me to get out of here! But, you know, I didn't do too much. On New Year's, I didn't drink. Yell at me. I drove for Lyft. I have a lot of freaking stories about that. But trying to get into our actual discussions over here, so I'll cut my little section short.
Thank God.
So, we'll start with Russ. What conspiracy do you want to start off with? Give us the info about it, then we can.
I'm starting it.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of conspiracy theories out there, obviously.
Okay. Well, how about this? We're all going to do one. We'll see how much time we have. Then we'll go back for another round.
All right. My favorite one is flat earthers.
Okay.
You ever heard anyone? Maggie?
Yeah.
You heard?
Oh,
you
I know.
We've all heard about
All
it.
right. So, everyone,
Be a good idea,
there's
right?
people that believe that the world is flat. And they have gone into detail why they believe it. There's also cubers, too.
Which one's that?
They think the world is a cube.
See, I never knew that.
Yes.
What?
They think the world is a cube. They actually think, flat earthers think, around the world, it's flat. Around it is an ice wall.
Really?
Yes, that's what they think. It's an ice wall that no one can go into. If you try to go to the ice wall, you will be arrested by the government. What government? They don't really say. Just a government.
Someone
somewhere is going to arrest you for trying to approach the ice wall. So they really think that the world's flat. They think the sun's sort of like, instead of like rising and setting, I think it's sort of like this goes in a circle around the earth. They also think that because, you know, the earth's a pretty big place.
Yeah.
So that, you know how you rise up on that plane, it still looks sort of like flat.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons for it. Like, I think it's flat.
Because they can't see the natural
Because they
curve.
can't see the natural curve. But I guess all the pictures from space are wrong. And everyone else is wrong. And thousands of years of science is wrong. Because, you know, even back, mistake is that people believe that back in, you know, Christopher Columbus, back in that time, that everyone thought the world was flat. No one thought it was flat. People who were conspiracy theories thought it was flat. Everyone knew the world was round.
Yeah.
So everyone thought it was flat, which was a huge, like, mistake. Like, it was not flat. He was trying to sail over to go to India. They knew it was round.
Well, see, if it was, because I've been around the world, so if it was flat, it would make trips, like plane-wise, so much longer. Because, they're saying, you can't go this way, you have to go that way.
Yeah, and we would be able to...
Yeah.
So fucking...
Fly over the Arctic.
Like, I remember watching a video of this guy trying to explain it. So his way of explaining it was going into the guy's basement, where he attached 2 sponges under his feet. And then if you showed that if you're standing and you can see that the sponges are flattened out, that means you're standing on a flat earth, not a curved one, because if it was curved, you'd see a little bit of a curving on the sponge. But I typed into the message like, fucker, you got the foundation flattened on that house, right? They don't put curves in the foundation.
Jesus.
So, after that, pretty sure about 5 other people were laughing and joining in, and then I got bombarded from Flat Earth. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, you dumbass world Earth, or like rounder?
Rounder.
You rounding son of a bitch!
But on top of that, you're not going to see the curve of the Earth immediately. It's not a bouncy ball.
Yeah.
You're not going to see the curve is not like drastic. It's a subtle curve.
Mm-hmm.
There's also this one guy, I saw a documentary about him. He believes the world is flat, but he wants to prove it. But he's not one of those people that are like, it's definitely flat. He wants evidence.
Yeah.
So what he does is make his own rockets and shoots himself in the fucking air. He shoots himself in the air to try to see the curve of the Earth. You guys get special permits for these. A lot of times they're declined from what I can't remember.
God.
I think he lives in Nevada, close to Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, that's definitely going to be declined.
So shoot himself in the air. I think last time was like 400 or 500 feet in the air, which you're definitely not going to see it. But he makes his own rockets, 400 or 500 feet in the air. It's kind of impressive.
That's insane.
Kind of impressive. I mean, you have all these pictures from like space. They all think they're like doctored, like they're not real. They think everything's fake.
Oh my god.
Flat earthers are hilarious.
They are.
Cubers are even funnier.
I have honestly
I've never heard of
barely
cubers.
heard of them.
They're even like flat earthers make fun of cubers.
Wow.
That's how low they are in the totem pole of how the shape of the Earth.
I don't understand how you can think that the Earth is a cube. I mean.
So, but all right. So I want to get this. So they think that our Earth is locked in like a box.
No, they think that our Earth is
It's
shaped
as a
as a
box.
cube.
As a cube.
I just don't understand.
How?
I mean, if you think it's flat, you're okay. That's you. Like that, you can, whatever. How can you think that there's straight edges? That's the shit I don't understand. It's like,
I mean, I feel the cube is more logical than the flat. Because at least the cube, you can explain, like, oh yeah, you can travel around because it's a cube. But
The thing is, the seasons wouldn't still make sense. That's another thing with flat earthers.
yeah,
Like,
seasons.
their excuse for a reason that they have a season is because the sun actually revolves around the earth, and we've been being lied to about it, so we could try to cover it up. That the earth spins, and that's how the seasons are made. It doesn't go around it, it spins like a fucking idiot. Oh my god. I mean, that's the thing I gotta give those guys. It's hilarious.
I think the cube is worse than being flat.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
I
it's
think
like both
fun.
pretty
It's like,
bad.
oh,
They're both really, really terrible.
Yeah.
Like, even people from, like, the 14 or 1300s.
I'd give them more
1400s.
credit.
Yeah.
They have no fucking clue. I'd probably believe that guy.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's a cube? Oh.
Oh. Even they knew it was like a sphere. Even they knew.
Yeah.
So like people are just
So
retarded.
fucking dumb. Alright, what's the next conspiracy?
Fancy.
It's on and fancy.
All right, let's go to the Sandy Hook shooting in Connecticut.
Okay. What's the whole conspiracy behind that?
That it didn't happen. at all.
No.
Well, maybe not that it did.
Well,
maybe not that it didn't
explain
happen.
first, and then
Yeah,
I can't. All right, so let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
It's not that it didn't happen, but what I'm getting at is there's like evidence where like some of the kids. First off, I guess there was kids that were actors, and like there was a one of the kids that I guess died was in a picture with President Obama. Was it days or weeks after? And people are like, "How is that even possible?" So I can't say it didn't happen. Somebody probably did die.
Yeah.
People did die.
Yeah, people died.
People died.
Yeah.
But
What pretty much was happening is there's a lot of evidence towards like different shootings that like a lot of conspiracy theories towards different shootings that there were some people that look similar or are the same that were doing interviews from a previous or future shooting that were happening.
Yeah. Is that where you're getting at?
yeah, and a lot of conspiracy theorists are like, cause all right. So did you probably did a little bit of research on it when it happened? Did you see where it was like the anti like school shooting stuff? Like every time that there's a shooting, there's always like some anti-terrorism like class to try to prevent it. Like maybe a week before and it gets canceled or something. It's happened. There was one for 9/11. I'm not trying to go into a whole nother race. That's not but there was one for that, for the school one. And
There's multiple school ones.
I mean, I was just focusing on that one.
Yeah, I know.
Just because and they did look up that parents, and during these interviews, parents, students, whatever, they were actors.
Yeah, I saw a lot of videos. Like
It's actually a tough one because I don't know much about it, but I just felt like making it dark. Flat Earthers was funny.
Yeah.
Shootings are not funny.
No.
All right. Well, I don't have too much to say about that.
Well, the thing is, though, what I have against one of my friends believes this, and I always brought up the same thing. The government, people think the governments who believe this are like controlling everything. You wouldn't think they would hire different actors.
True.
You gotta give them a little credit. They will at least hire different actors, right?
Yeah.
Or unless they think the people are so fucking stupid
That they would let it.
they wouldn't notice it.
Exactly.
Which they probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't notice. If I were to interview, like I wouldn't think to look back at a previous thing
Tragedy.
and watch over.
I mean that's that's why you got other people that look into it. I mean, just like everything's a conspiracy to some people. They do a bunch of research. I mean, a normal American or human being is just going to be say, "Oh, that's on the news. Okay, I've never seen that before. All right, that's how it is." But now with the internet, you got people that go on there. It's like, "Oh, look what this happened. Now look at 2 weeks ago. That person's still alive."
yes, people are awesome. Slash.
I'm going to do the Bermuda Triangle. You guys ever heard of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You mean like how everything disappears, kind of thing?
Yeah.
Into a black hole in the middle of the triangle, correct?
Yep.
Essentially.
Yeah. That's how.
That was always interesting. I think people will think Amelia Earhart. was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So with the Bermuda,
Well, a lot of people think that she just crashed in the ocean.
I think that is probably.
so there was a lot of things that happened with the Bermuda Triangle. I know there was an incident where say you go in there, you lose communication. So the second you go in there, you lose communication, and then it's like shit happens. Like basically, there was a couple aircrafts where they couldn't control anything. A lot of people are saying that they saw lights. So, however you take it, it's like, all right, could it be, extra, like aliens and shit? Could it have been those? Could it have been UFOs? Could it have been a dimensional portal? Could have been anything. I mean, there was that's why I pulled up my phone, but I couldn't find it. There was one saying that it was an actual. This was like when we had like commercial planes. That's actually saying that this plane went in there and literally went forward in time. So with the Bermuda Triangle, do you believe that it's just a dead zone?
Wasn't that a TV show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you talking about a TV show or an actual thing?
That was an actual thing.
Oh, was a TV show based off of that?
Yeah, it was a TV show based
okay.
off it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know. I know. It's kind of weird, but my thing is, do you believe in this theory? What's your Do you believe that it's just it's the weather? I mean, it's a lot to do with it. What do you believe that there's a portal? Do you believe that it's just people crashing because of the it's a lot of tornadoes going there. Not tornadoes, hurricanes.
It could just be the area.
It could be the area.
Like, I don't know that much about it,
Me neither.
but I'm pretty sure people have done research on it, because how can you not? And I'm willing to bet that a lot of people didn't find shit.
But even like with the wrecks or anything, they, I know it's kind of hard because it's an ocean, but they can't find any proof of any like damaged aircrafts or anything like that. So they can't find any evidence that this has happened.
The ocean's just so big.
Yeah,
I know.
it's so big though. Like,
I mean, because you can have underwater like tornadoes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a thing. You
Yeah.
know. Now, as far as their electronics not working, I mean, maybe there's like a natural like EMP.
That's what has
Whatever
gone up.
that would be, I'm not really sure. I'm not.
I
too
mean, I
familiar
think it's
with
just
that.
more or less like lightning strikes hitting
Oh,
the plane
okay.
or something like that.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
it takes
I mean,
out-
like, it would take them forever to find
Oh yeah,
anything
Yeah.
in the ocean.
yeah.
yeah, it took us, I think, 2,000 years to find.
But the thing is, when you go in there,
hold on,
if it's the whole EMP thing, electronics don't work at
Exactly.
all.
Mm-hmm.
So, trying to find something, I mean, everything we have now runs off electronics.
Oh yeah, it's pretty much impossible.
So you're not going to find anything. I mean, even if you do find something, let's say that, you don't come back or, you die out there or, there is a freaking, like a black hole or a portal out there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I personally believe that, with your theory, that it's an EMP area. So basically, when you go in there, it's got to do something. A lot of people say they see lights. So it could be a natural EMP where you got lightning and it's uncontrollable storms in there. So that's my theory. This is because if you ever look, hey, we got this storm coming out. It's normally coming around the Bermuda Triangle, always. These storms are always coming out of there. So this could be the place where we get the hurricanes and everything. It could be like the start of them. That's my whole theory about it.
Now, where is the Bermuda Triangle located? It's between 3 countries, correct?
No, it's in the Caribbean islands.
Yeah.
It's between.
Oh, is it? I mean, now what is that on a map though? Like, is that like the center of the Earth?
No,
Not at all.
no.
It's south of Florida
Yeah.
and above Cuba.
Well, the thing is with
I just have no idea, to be
hurricanes,
honest.
if we're going on to that, the heat that comes from Africa gets brought over down a cold front into the triangles area, and then it builds up before it gets there, but then it gets at its strongest around that area. So, it's just more or less that shit just goes down there. I don't think it's anything, because I did go through it when I went on a cruise. Like, people
Through
go
the
through
Bermuda
it.
Triangle?
Yeah, when you go on a cruise through Florida, you sail through that shit.
Yeah.
It was cool at night. You got to see a lot of shit.
Did you lose any like electrical stuff or anything? Was it in the center of the Bermuda or like?
I wasn't directly in the middle of the channel. Or
Well,
channel. Or
Well, see,
channel.
that's basically what they're saying. Like,
you have to hit the direct center?
If you get close to the center, that's where shit starts happening.
Why is it Bermuda Triangle? It's called the Bermuda Dot or some bullshit.
But
the Bermuda.
the thing
here.
is, it's with all the stuff that's happened has been with aircrafts. So could it be an aircraft thing, or basically is going on boat? Okay, so basically, if you're level
So
plane,
the Bermuda Triangle hates planes.
it's racing.
It hates
It's-
technology.
yeah.
I think it developed the quote, there's more planes in the ocean than there are submarines in the sky. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because of that. I'm pretty sure it has a huge hatred for it.
When subs can fly.
Hey,
One day, you never know.
that'd be
You
a
never know.
badass vehicle. To be able to like.
I wouldn't
be in
wanna
the
fuck
air,
with it.
In the ocean, in the air, in the ocean.
Hey, it'll happen.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Mech, what theory do you want to bring up?
Oh, Jesus.
You literally had all the time to think.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have 4 theories. I'm really like.
As you,
I have one that's sketchy to talk about right now. I have a couple that are.
oh, come on. I want to talk about that one. I already know which one you're going to bring up. Talk about it. Talk about it. Come on.
He's shaking his head. He's like, "Nah, I ain't time for you."
You said you had the tattoo. I will bring out a Sharpie. I will put this tattoo on. I will be okay.
Okay. Yeah, the conspiracy that the Illuminati are running everything. I mean, John F. Kennedy talked about it during multiple speeches that he had, that there were people invading, not from countries, but its own groups, sect groups that are infiltrating governments. He talked about that multiple times, and that's why a lot of people think that that's how he got assassinated, because of that. People got assassinated a lot trying to speak out against secular groups that are possibly trying to build up their own factions inside of major governments, stuff like that. I mean, there was one dumb theory was the Illuminati caused the Boston explosion, the Boston Marathon bombing. Mm-hmm. People were bringing, oh my God, there's a guy on the roof. He's part of the Illuminati. Stop him! And they're bullshit like that. I don't believe any of that crap. But I do strongly believe that there are people probably infiltrating. No, that people are infiltrating governments everywhere. Because it's just so much shit with everything. I don't think I've ever seen. I don't know. Governments have always been corrupted. Never mind. But still, it's just
I think they have their hand in everything.
Yeah, I feel like there's always some sort of movement, either in the governments or in major companies, like Fortune 500 kind of companies.
Aren't they on the dollar bill?
Oh, that's the all-seeing eye.
Yeah, that's what they are.
No, that's more of a Freemason.
Oh,
Yeah,
Freemason.
yeah,
Freemasons
all-seeing-eye is Freemason.
Yeah, that's all Freemason.
All right, so I
that's another group that.
Yeah, that's another
Jesus
huge.
That's a
Christ.
whole
Yeah,
other. But the thing is, they're out and about.
Just chilling.
They're 2.3 million of them, just hey guys, I got this little symbol with a G in it. Suck it.
They're more. Yeah, they're more.
They're
out.
Yeah.
They're the cool thing I like is how a Freemason designed Washington D.C. and you could see the Pentagon, the Pentacle, in the design of the streets connecting each building to each building. That's what really got me into conspiracy theories and all that. But yeah, with the Illuminati, it's just their story is horrid the way they started, and it sucks. And they were just scientists who were talking about enlightenment, and they wanted to show that enlightenment to the rest of the world. And then the Catholic Church got involved, killed off a few of them. I think it was 5 on one day or something like that. And then they went underground, stay secret. I mean, there was theories that Leonardo da Vinci was ahead of one of them. It's just
Kanye West.
Kanye West was possibly.
Jay-Z.
Yeah. There's those kind of theories. It's but as a group, I don't think they're gonna be known. We're never gonna know who they are.
They're definitely going to be politicians.
It's gonna be politicians,
political figures,
very very
with a lot of
high powered
money.
companies. Yes,
and very huge influential people.
Yeah.
The Rock could be one. He influences people.
he is an influencer. He
Yeah.
wants to run for president.
He flip-flops on
He's
that.
flip flopping out.
But I don't think he wants to. Mainly because I think in one interview he's like, yeah, I don't really think I want to do it. I don't really think he hasn't, even though he probably could be a good, he doesn't think he has the ability to run a country.
Yeah, fair enough.
He was very humble about it. Also very humble when he talked about Trump. Did not bash him like everyone else does.
I thought he bashed him when he was running.
Okay. No, he did not. He rode that fine line between he doesn't like what he's doing, but still time respecting him.
Okay.
So yeah.
See, I like that you brought up like Jay-Z and Kanye West.
Oh, he mostly brought that up.
Well, all right, I'm sorry, but you know, but I like that because like say they do have their hands in everything, and they say, hey, I want you to make this popular. So you got people that look, they're superstars. They start a trend. All they got to do is start doing something, and it picks up, and they can make money off it. I mean, it's just it's stuff like that.
I have a question. Why are only rappers accused of being Illuminati?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Why
because
no,
they're
why no,
I don't know.
Why no?
Because
Like,
I wouldn't look up to Luke Bryan like,
what about
yeah, he's in the
What about
Illuminati.
Metallica? Metallica's one of the biggest
They'd be
bands
more
in
like
the
in the
world.
Satanist kind of section.
They barely write songs about Satan.
I know.
They have one song.
I know. I'm just saying. You have to think of it as an outlook.
They
kind
stopped
of
there.
That was in the first album.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just with, I don't know. I honestly don't know why rappers are. I think it's because they're the more enjoyable choices. Like, I wouldn't choose Metallica to be Illuminati, but hey, that could actually make it more possible to be a part of it. I don't think so.
I don't think
But
so
it's
because
possible.
the lead singer hates the government and everything about it. So
I mean, that could make you more into it then.
Oh.
You could want to bring that
Well,
shit down.
all right, to put it up this way, like you got to look at these metal bands. A lot of them are anti-government.
Yeah.
A lot of metal bands are anti-government.
mm-hmm.
So why would they want to be in the Illuminati if they're anti-government?
No, a lot of them are.
I understand that, but
Well, why would you want to be if you
Yeah.
hate the government?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Because
I
you
would. If
control
I
it.
hated the government and
If-
I
if-
knew I could control it,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
You
I would
can
do what I
control the
want.
government and
It's literally the flip
influence it.
opposite. They're
Yeah.
saying, yeah, fuck the government and all this, but at the same time, they're like, let me be a part of this organization that literally controls everything.
Yeah.
Including the government.
The best
Well,
way to
well,
explain
me-
it
well,
is
my-
Hydra.
my
Look at
reason-
Hydra.
Yeah, Hail Hydra.
Hail
I
Hydra.
don't even know what the fuck that is.
It's a Marvel thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's Marvel.
Yeah.
There was even a TV series about that. It was horrible.
Yes, now bring it up.
Yeah. Fuck, I forgot what I was going with that.
It's about Shield.
Yeah, Shield was horrible. After the first season, it fell off.
It fell off with the first episode for me.
I don't know. I brought it back with Ghost Rider.
They have fucking Ghost Rider in it?
You didn't know that? Fuck you! Sorry for your ears.
Wow, that was solid red.
Man. Yeah, that was. I'm pretty sure we gotta put like a text. Cover your ears.
Cover your ears.
At this,
You're gonna go in
at
and put
this
edit out,
timeline.
just delete me.
I'm gonna edit all this out.
Yeah, we probably should actually delete that out.
Yeah, that was a little
So-
That was a little
loud.
upsetting.
Are we moving on to another section?
I mean, yeah, I think I'm pretty much done. Unless no one else has something to say about Illuminati.
Holocaust was not real.
That's a
What?
big one.
That's a big
Oh, yeah.
one.
How
How
Yeah.
is that not real?
Holocaust
Awesome.
deniers.
I didn't know that was a fucking
That's a
conspiracy.
huge
that's a
thing.
big-
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've heard it multiple ways. I've heard not that many people died, and then it didn't happen at all.
it didn't happen at all because people survived.
Yes.
Yes.
But there was literally bodies being burnt.
No, that's all.
It's all
Did you
fake.
see him?
Were you there?
Were you there? That's all fake.
Ain't that some shit?
Illuminati!
The survivors like pay people to like they're paid by the government to keep up the lie. All those other things.
So
Like-
bad.
Yeah, people
so
actually
bad.
believe it never happened.
It's so fucked up.
I'm
It-
just gonna say the camps they had.
Did you see
Okay,
him? Were you there? How do you know?
you were in Germany. Were you there?
No.
Yeah, they're following the innocent until proven guilty side of it. That's what he's trying to say, the conspiracy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I understand.
My thing is, you said I was in Germany. I don't think anyone's like, hey,
Let's go to It's
Yeah,
very
let's go to
fucking depressing.
Auschwitz
Yeah.
for the weekend.
Yeah, that's
I
like
mean,
the
that
last
is
place
a
in the world
tourist
they
trip.
probably
It's
went.
fucking horrifying, but
I'm
it's
pretty
true.
sure.
People
But
go there.
if I was of age or if I was older when I was living there, but if I'm going to visit Germany, I want to have a good time.
Yeah.
I want to go to Auschwitz and kind of sort of kill my mood.
I think the scarier thing is everyone goes straight to Auschwitz because of what they did there, but
There's a-
Russia is worse.
Russia is way
Stalin
worse.
was a fucking dick. He
Yeah.
killed everyone, and it was fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
god.
So-
isn't there bigger concentration camps than Auschwitz?
Yeah, the one in Russia.
Yeah, one in
Yeah.
Russia. Yeah.
Auschwitz was just the most horrifying because
Oh, I-
they did so much death in one day.
Yeah.
And then they have made them big. It's like they're going for a fucking trophy.
Yeah. But it never happened.
Yeah, no, it didn't happen.
It didn't
Nope.
happen. All the survivors are lying.
Yep. They would definitely never bake anyone in a fucking oven.
Yes.
Or throw, clean off their sut with gas.
New
showers.
topic! So dark.
All right.
27 Club.
Minuteman.
God damn it!
No, you're on to him.
Yeah.
His turn.
Yeah, it's his
Yeah,
turn.
let
All right,
Fancy
go.
do it.
27 Club.
Not
The
really.
fuck's the 27 Club?
All,
Actually, I don't even know.
Jimi Hendrix.
Oh.
everyone dies at age 27.
Oh,
like musicians.
yeah.
Yeah, people bring that up. There's so many examples of it not happening. Like literally,
You guys are
millions.
musician guys, too.
What about Elvis? He died in his 40s.
Elvis.
I'm just saying that, like, I don't really know much about it. I just want to bring it up. 'Cause-
People.
Oh, I
A
know.
lot of coincidences. A lot of Amy Winehouse,
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix. A lot of people died at the age of 27. Kurt Cobain, 27.
What year?
It could be they were doing a lot of drugs.
Yeah, what
Or
year?
they apparently
Heath
he
Ledger was older.
shot himself with a shotgun, but there was 2 discharge
Oh,
rounds.
that one I
We're
remember.
talking about the 27. We're not talking about
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay,
there,
alright,
there,
alright.
27 Club. People bring up any kind of. For me, for that, people bring up any kind of coincidence they can to link stuff together. When literally you have probably
beer.
Yeah, give me a beer too.
Alright,
When you literally have probably millions
back.
No, I'm good.
millions among millions of other celebrities and artists who live
But I
way
don't know
past
why-
27.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've heard of it, obviously. I just
Or
wanna-
died before 27.
It's just
Yeah.
a dumbass coincidence.
It's a coincidence.
What?
Can I grab one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why the fuck?
Why would you not get
I want to grab my logo. Monster!
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I didn't know you had a full fucking case, dude. That's fucking awesome.
Sam's Club.
Fuck, cool.
Thank you.
Sorry. Go on.
But there's like, you know, a
Never
whole bunch of
grabbed
examples of
your
it not happening. For the unedited version, enjoy.
Yeah, right. You guys are not gonna know about this part.
Yeah, for if you watch the edited version, but unedited,
I mean, there are movies that are better unedited than edited.
that's right.
You got Slim Jims?
Yeah.
Like I said, there's better movies that are edited.
I agree.
Like the Lord of the Rings. Holy shit, those movies are much better.
Alright.
Yeah.
All right, we're back.
All right.
So the 27 Club.
So what's the significance of it? Like, why they're just saying that all these people died at 27?
Yes.
They're trying to say it's
Yeah.
cool or something?
No, they're
No,
just
trying
saying
to say
that
it's-
like people are just
Dying at 27
Yeah.
because they...
Yeah, but when you have like 100, you know.
It's
Oh,
so, it's so wrong. Like all the Rolling Stones should have been dead. They did so many drugs.
Freddie
It's
Mercury didn't die
fucking-
at 27.
True.
Man, in his 40s.
Yeah, he did die in his 40s too.
Was is that? I think I'm a 40s club now.
Might
I
be
just,
20s.
you know, I was
and
just
the
wondering.
30s.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
Yeah, but they're saying that a lot of celebrities died.
No, yeah, there's a lot
is it
of
mainly
within
musicians?
a close area.
Is it mainly musicians?
I think it is.
I think
it's
it's all
been-
musicians.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
27.
just all musicians.
Yeah, I think it's like 15 or 20. Could be more. I don't know. There's millions of them.
Yeah.
That probably died like at 26 and 28.
Maybe that's a good thing I didn't
They're like,
become a
fuck it, we'll
musician.
just keep
Which
it. At
really isn't
27.
even a conspiracy theory when you think about it. They're just trying to group people together.
Yeah,
by
they're just
age.
putting them together.
They're not really saying, like, they died at 27 for a reason. It was just they died at 27.
Did a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
Amy Winehouse.
Right.
So should have gone to rehab.
No.
Minuteman.
Yeah.
What is that?
Minuteman is basically the conspiracy theory that there is time travel.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. Time travel. Wasn't that disproven like several times?
Is disproven
Are you saying that we have time travel now or in the future?
in the future.
So you're saying you can't go to the past?
No, there is proof.
Don't say proof.
I'm not saying there's proof, but there's a conspiracy. All right, that
That's what I think about that.
there was this guy that literally went back into time, wearing stuff from the current now.
Wasn't it like the 80s?
No, it was before that.
No, I meant like...
No, it was before that.
No,
I
he
thought it
was
closed from the
no,
80s
he
in the
closed from the 80s
1800s.
and went back in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there was even one that from like there was one from like 2000s. The guy was wearing a band and he went to Woodstock, and there was no bands with this Woodstock.
All right, how about this? If there is time travel in the future, we all agree that we'll time travel to this exact location at this exact time.
Give us a time, or get or
11. We'll do 11:30
11:30.
They got 5
Dude,
minutes.
just do
5 minutes.
All right, just
Even though time is no concept when you're time traveling, you can fucking choose whatever time you want.
That's
We're
right.
giving you 5 minutes.
5 minutes
To get here.
to get here.
And
As
open,
they
knock
stop
on that
time.
door.
Knock on this door.
give,
And then
give
you
us
gotta
something.
say,
Make-
hookers, your hookers have
make,
arrived.
make the lights go off. Knock. Oh,
That's kind of creepy.
I'll be taking this chair, and like beating it against.
I will take a weight.
I swear, if I see a fucking face pop through that,
No, for one, we said.
Why does it have to be scary? Can't it just?
Can we just flatly knock on this door?
Great. Now if we do time
Oh, you
travel,
went through the
your
front
dumbass
door.
is going to be looking through that fucking window and scaring me to shit.
Yeah. So
That's a whole
can
nother
we just
subject.
all agree that we would knock on this door?
Yeah.
first of all, me, I would knock on the door.
I would walk in and freak
You
the fuck
just
out.
walk through the door. I
No.
would be okay with that as long as you just do it briskly.
Yeah,
You know,
Bristol,
like,
don't
oh yeah.
don't do it subtly. So we'll give. So we have like
I swear to God,
4
the
more
old guy walks
minutes.
to the fucking door.
So we all agree. We
I'm
all,
still picking up the chair.
we
I
all-
don't even care.
we all agree to this, right?
Yeah.
We all agree. Agree.
I agree, but I might be dead.
True. Agree.
Oh, I agree.
Agree. All right. So we got some time
Yeah.
to wait.
I mean, the thing with time travel, though, I do believe it is far possible to jump forward in time than to go backwards. And I don't think we can go backward at all, actually. Because it wouldn't... Because how would you be able to conceal your own body from resisting going back in time? Like, your own metabolism and, like, everything that you are... Unless you were 100 years old and you're just trying to go back, like, 60 years, then I guess you can jump back in at your own consciousness. I don't know. It's
Time
just-
travel can get
it's so
really.
it's really sketchy.
It's really
Going
sketchy.
backwards in time is really fucked up. Going forward, there's a lot of people that are like, yeah, go for it.
Simpsons.
I wish. I really hope that's a thing. It'd be weird.
it's-
Well, we have 2 minutes to find out
Yeah, right.
if we can
I
time
mean,
travel
yeah.
backwards.
If we can go backwards, not forward. because
No, yeah, we won't know if that's
we don't know
true,
that shit.
but backwards, we'll know.
I believe more that the guy can see the future, not necessarily he's from the future. I would believe that more than being from the future. Because that's a lot of shit to remember.
I mean, even if you could go back in time, it's just, would anyone say anything? Because you would know historical events. You would know like game
Time cop.
The time cop. Well,
Time cop.
I mean, look at the Titan. The book, The Titan, on that ship.
Yeah.
And literally the same exact shit happened to the Titanic.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying that would technically be from the future about what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Just write it in a book.
Time cop.
Huh?
Ever seen Time Cop?
No.
Time Cop.
I don't think I've ever seen Top Cop.
Time Cop.
I've
I
seen
think
Quantum
I
Leap.
have, but I'm not sure.
Who's
Yeah.
ever seen Quantum Leap?
Not Quantum. I've seen Quantum.
No,
Leap, none of that.
Quantum
I-
Leap I've seen.
Yeah, I've
John
never
Claude
seen
Van Damme is in Time Cop.
Don't.
He's a time cop. So the premise of
It's the time cop.
the premise of Time Cop is time travel. People can time travel.
Yeah.
So they travel back in time
Yeah.
and get the system so they make more money in the future.
Yeah.
It's like one guy was buying up Beverly Hills. And It was
Oh.
really cheap. So what he does is go back and arrest that person, and bring him back to the present.
That reminds me of Looper.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Looper was way better.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, really good.
That actually kind of makes sense, but it was kind of weird.
Not
at the
really.
Same time.
The one thing that didn't make sense is when they were cutting off like the younger guy. He wouldn't have seen it like happen to him.
If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen now.
Oh, we still got like a minute.
I guess he's going off by that clock, so we're following his lead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not pissed myself if somebody walks through that door.
So what happened was they were torching the younger guy and they were cutting off his fingers.
Is it locked?
No.
And he was seeing his fingers like fall off or disappear in front of him.
Okay. Sorry.
If your younger self were to lose a finger, your older self wouldn't be like, "Oh no, what's happening?" Your older self would be like, "Oh yeah, I don't have a finger anymore."
I would remember it.
You would remember
Yeah.
it happening, but you won't see it happen. You just be like, your older self would be like, "Yeah, I don't have this finger."
But
Isn't that
another
weird?
thing, if you think about it, is if you and your younger self are together, and let's say he gets hit by a car and dies, then you instantly die.
Yes.
You wouldn't. The thing is, I don't know at that point if you would know what happened, because you would not exist to be that old.
But how would you just to be that old if your younger self died in that car
Because you
crash?
changed the timeline by going back.
Back in the future,
But then you would never exist to have gone back in the first place, which means your younger self would never die in the car crash.
But no. All right.
Now we're in a
Okay.
paradox.
Yeah,
now we're in a
All right. Let me hold on. Okay.
All right, you gonna win
So
this?
let's say he would have walked down the street and not crossed the road.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the butterfly effect.
No.
You jump back in time. He does cross the road. Now he dies from getting hit. You don't exist anymore.
But you still exist.
But you would have to be alive in the first place to be able to go back in time to make yourself walk across the street.
Exactly.
See, that shit is so bad. That's why you can't time travel backwards. Because it doesn't make sense. There's so many ways to discuss this.
You're the person. The show that did it best was Futurama,
Yes.
with the time paradoxes and everything.
The time paradox. So basically, we have Fry that went back in time. He killed his grandpa.
And then became his own grandpa.
And he became
But
his own grandpa.
the whole time paradox in that Futurama brought up was like, if you travel back in time, you would probably die.
Yeah, I agree.
You couldn't have the
You could. It would not work.
It would not work.
Yeah.
One of you is going to die, and most of the time, it's the person that did the time travel is going to die.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree with that. Like the Back to the Future shit, it's just.
Eventually, they said eventually the duplicate will die.
Duplicate will die.
Eventually.
Eventually, it doesn't no win, but eventually the duplicate will die.
That's fair.
That it actually made sense.
Yeah. That I can agree with.
Okay, Futurama did it really good.
That sounds about right. It's just damn.
So basically, they say right now, if I go back in time, so not the me, but the me that goes back in time, eventually that me will die.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could you imagine if you go back in time and tell your younger self not to be retarded?
Hey,
Dude, I'm
don't
not
go
gonna
in the
be
military. There's a lot of shit that's gonna go.
Yeah, it's like you will destroy yourself.
You see this paperwork you're gonna sign? Don't sign it.
You see that mountain?
Don't go on it. It's not your fault, but things happen.
You see that C4? Don't even go near it.
It's not gonna end well.
You see that life? Don't have it.
All right, Nick. I'll finish off with
Last one.
Last
Go.
one.
Last one.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Make it a banger.
Come on,
it's
make
gotta
it good.
We just talked about time travel. for
You
so
know,
long.
I say you
The
know
time
what-
travel one was
That's
good.
a great-
Time travel. was good.
All right, aliens that
Oh, Jesus.
showed up.
That's not a banger.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Go.
it is.
Go.
A lot goes with that. Go
I like
ahead.
it.
Aliens showing up and teaching the Egyptians everything.
Ooh.
For one, they figured out how the Egyptians moved the rocks for the
Yeah,
pyramids.
it was water.
Okay.
It was water they put on the sand. They were able to move it.
How did they figure? They figured out how to have a battery when they didn't even fucking need it back in the day. By having a potato, putting up a couple, I think golden strips that they were able to shave, combine that together, and then was able to plug it up for fucking no reason.
They also
and
made
put it in
beer.
magnesium.
They also made beer.
Yeah.
I mean, good job for
How
that.
beer saved the world.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
but there's
Thank you, Egyptians.
But there's a time travel could help out with this a lot to figure out how they built these pyramids.
Oh my god, it would be great.
Well, see, there's a lot that goes into this theory. I mean, you have the whole aliens. I know I brought this up before with Mech, that they came back and some of the architectural structures that they made, they would vibrate into a certain sound, and basically when they hear this for a certain amount of time, that it would make them feel that they're having an out of body experience. Well, if that out of body experience was actually them being able to communicate with aliens.
I don't know. I feel like there are probably other life forms out there.
Oh,
The
yeah,
universe
it's
is so. I just don't think the world is interesting enough for them. I would like to think it.
Why would you want to? Why would
What
you
the
want to come here? We are 100% willing to kill anything that steps on this earth.
You can
Oh, yes.
There's also, I saw this way back, probably like 5 or 6 years ago. It's like, why would an alien come here? If you look at Germany, you can even see the light differences in Germany from the Berlin Wall, East and West Berlin. You can see the light differences.
Of how shitty it was on one side.
Yeah, and how amazing it was on the other.
No,
sort of.
it would be interesting because you guys are talking about aliens. People are like, what would, what does it take to have world peace? Let a fucking alien try to invade this world and see how world peacefully we get.
Well, they did that in Arrival.
That's like a whole. I'm talking. All countries are like, fuck that.
Independence Day.
That kind of worked.
But I mean, that was
more America.
Literally the only way.
Yeah, the speech was what saved the fucking planet.
Speech
that fucking speech saved the planet.
That's one of the best speeches.
That was the best speech in one of the worst alien movies I've ever watched.
What's his name?
That's
by Lone Star from fucking Spaceballs.
I don't even remember his name.
By Lone Star from Spaceballs, giving this amazing
speech. It didn't. And it was so good they used it in the fucking
trailer
trilogy for the next one that sucked.
It was even worse than the first one.
And I thought that was bad. But no, they did that in Arrival, and I thought that was probably one of the closest movies that was, I think, logically made sense to actually try and make it shit work. Because the aliens only, they came to Earth for peace, to make everyone work together. Mm-hmm. And, the only downside is, have y'all seen the movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you guys care if I say anything?
Go ahead.
Okay. It's been out for a while.
Spoilers alert!
Yeah,
spoiler alert!
It's been out for years. Get over it.
There's still kids. There's still kids.
Alright, fine.
But they're not going to watch this movie. It is not on the 1,000 movies you must see.
Their gift that they give to the world is a language that allows you to perceive time non-linearly. So you're being able to cross, time through your own body's consciousness. So they thought that would be a great thing. But I'm thinking, wait a minute. You know how many jackasses and fucking criminals are out there? If they can perceive time consciously to where they can see themselves 10 minutes in the future, find out if shit's going to go down, and then they can dip out. You
wouldn't be able to catch anyone.
You could not do anything. That was the downside to that whole thing. And they said, we're going to need humanity in 3,000 years, so you guys need to learn this language so you guys can perceive time in a way to where you can actually see the future and be able to communicate with yourself in the future to tell you shit's going to go down. I'm like, that's never going to work. Earth will probably now split in half because of you guys.
Well, they say that Earth, people are thinking, I guess scientists or whatever, that Earth is only going to be here until 2,250 or some shit.
Because of the way we're killing it? Or, okay, that makes sense.
I mean, we are killing it.
We are killing it.
We'll be dead.
I believe that, 100%.
We'll be dead, facts.
Al Gore told me so I believe it.
Al Gore invented the
Fuck
internet.
you, Al Gore!
Al Gore invented the internet.
He did invent the internet.
Yes, he did. Thank God he made porn.
The internet was invented back in World War II, right? Or no, back in the 70s.
Yeah, I was like, World War II?
Back in the 70s.
It was, kind of.
It was kind of
It
invented.
was invented in the 70s. There was always a way to cross-communicate, but now to visually see it, it was around the 70s.
Yeah, around the 70s. Good job.
Alright, well, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's a great. That's a great.
That wasn't bad. I feel like we discussed everything at a decent time.
A decent amount.
Yeah.
Time travel is the biggest one, and I'm pretty sure we can go on for at least 3 more hours discussing that.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
see, I want to know one thing. Because he did the alien thing. Area 51.
Or is there Area 50?
Oh, there is. It was confirmed.
Yeah.
Area 51 and 52.
Yeah.
I mean, they came out, they confirmed it.
Yeah. I'm glad about
And
that.
technically, that was a conspiracy forever.
For
Yeah,
fucking ever.
and then they came out.
Finally, there was a conspiracy and I was right.
Oh.
But they just, what they did, they just admitted that this area existed. They never said what was in there. Ever.
No.
They will.
But if you can see it from Google Maps, they're going to be like, okay, yes, there is an
It's
Area
actually
51.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't have
it's
it on Google Maps.
completely blurred.
Oh, it's
I looked it up.
Well,
Yeah.
they have like a lot of their top secret aircrafts are going through there and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So
Like the stealth, what's it called? The stealth?
Stealth bomber.
Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Because
That was- I think- was
it
that an
goes
Area
under the
51?
radar. Yeah.
Yes.
They tested it there.
Yeah, they tested it there. They said,
I know there's YouTubers that have went to it, and like they get chased down by like Lord knows who.
I think
Well,
I
what
saw
do you-
a couple guys on
but
YouTube.
it's
what,
not.
what do you expect? All right, let me see this.
It's like, oh yeah, come on, guys.
That's like me trying to walk onto a military base, climbing the fence. I'm gonna be chased down.
What are they getting at us, guys?
What's happening? I'm on this place that says, "Do not come here, government property."
You will be shot.
You will be chased down. I don't know what people are expecting.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, you gotta understand that the government has to test stuff in secret.
Yeah.
Anybody that's gonna sit there and be like, "I want to know exactly what the government does," I can promise you they can't handle it because there has to be crooked, there has to be the dirty. You know, do you really want to know everything that they're doing? Fuck no.
There's a lot of stuff that would probably blow our minds.
Hell yeah.
But I would be interested because I want to know. It's like, all right, what has been, let's say, on this earth that you haven't showed us for this many years? Well, like, what are you inventing? Just what are the capabilities that we could actually have this right now, but you don't want to release it because there might be dire consequences.
Well, if there's anyone, it's going to be Japan who's going to have whatever technology we're going to want.
That's
We're
right.
always the first ones that have the best.
Well,
shit.
actually, I remember back in
PlayStation.
2009, I was actually.
They literally have sidewalks with built-in Wi-Fi.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
They literally have
Japan's fucking
they
awesome.
literally have a machine that you hug and it gives you a Coke.
It's fucking
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's awesome.
But in my opinion, when it comes to like secret stuff, there has to be somewhat of a segment of secrecy, and that goes to the citizens to other countries.
Yeah.
There has to be that line. Where because I mean, I don't know about dire consequences, but
I mean, Trump unloaded some stuff.
Trump,
Yeah, he was. I mean, he was honest about it. I didn't read all the information.
I just don't think that the average American citizen
couldn't
can
handle it.
accept the shit that's happened in history.
Oh, no.
Through just our government.
Yeah.
It would be mind-boggling. They'd be like, but at the same time, can you really do anything about it?
I thought you saw something. Like, wait, can we show up like 20 minutes later?
I swear to God, one time,
I can see you like, sorry guys, I had to get some beer.
one time I was streaming, and I swear to God, I saw a cat. Right, like his Cookie likes to look out.
Yeah.
Right there, I saw a fucking cat, and it freaked me out. I was like,
Alright guys, thanks for stopping by today. I hope you liked our whole conspiracy theory.
Volume 2 coming in the next 365 days.
I mean, unless if we get taken down by then, which
Yes.
probably good.
taking out to a nice dinner.
Yeah, sure, I'll tell you that.
Sweet.
Dinner with Terry in Cell Block C.
Why C? Why couldn't be the D?
Or the A.
Oh! Alright, well, I'm
Or in Cell
Slasher.
Block Fuck Town.
And together I got Built to Fall, Fancy McMahon. We'll catch you all next time.
Oh,
I was in 2 cameras.
no.
Shit.